It's the Never Show, where we hate that COPPA thing, but we gotta do what we gotta do to survive. And then you need a movie review. Hey, how's it going, YouTube friends? It's me, your one fuzzy boy. Never back at you again, eternally scarred in the worldwide ick with the world gone crazy. So you desperately need distractions. My show is here for you. Yes, it's the only show with lemon-scented limes, lest I forget, and the only show with a supernatural, super awesome third eye. I mean, why ask? Why are we even apologizing for this joke? We know it's bad, but if you did laugh, then thank you. I want to thank you all for clicking that subscribe button and that little bell icon. I know it's Wednesday again, but I got to thank you again for that because I'm truly blessed to have YouTube friends like you. Aww. And for you guys to keep it on, and clicking that little bell and box for me so much. Thank you. Now, on to a movie review. And today's movie is Green Knight. Not Batman. Sorry. Don't want to get that confused. It's a rated R film. It is an hour and 10 minutes. It's from director Dave Lowery, who also did the writing on this. It stars Dev Patel, Alicia Vikander, and Joel Edgerton, if I'm pronouncing his name right. And those are the names you need to know to really get through this film. Our production companies were Sailor Bear, Braun Studios, A24, Creative Wealth, Media Finance, Leyline Entertainment, Wild Atlantic Pictures, our distributor here in the good old United States of America. God bless America. Land that I love was A24. Special effects were done by Weta Digital. It really does show when Weta does stuff. They were really good, and I could have sworn this was done in the same place as Lord of the Rings, but I doubt it. Outpost VFX, Lucky Post, Mare Studios, Visual Effects. A lot of good names here working great together to make this film, well, I don't know what else to call it, but a very, very deep trip into the soul, into the visual soul. Now for my thoughts on the film. How do I explain this? It's very hard to explain film. Better to die a nobody and be a hero than to be, well, a jerk and die with fame and fortune. You know what I'm saying? It is that. There's some great problems with the symbolism here because some things that I see, I didn't understand until I had to go watch like a follow-up to this because I was a little lost because what I saw as a man trying to satiate his hunger and starvation was seen as a man violating his oath with, well, the church and taking, well, adult demonetizable substances. Also, this movie involves the head demonetizing game, and I wasn't really aware of that until I looked up synopsis on Wikipedia, and it was just wow. And it all centers around the death of Arthur and Gawain, his nephew, becoming a knight and then becoming king, and then being a bad leader. We can all look at this and see certain things. And the magic MacGuffin in this is Gawain removes his magic MacGuffin, and instead of, becoming the things that he wants to be and seen as honorable in the eyes of people and doing bad things, he removes his magic MacGuffin and then takes one to the back of the neck and has his head demonetized. And it's a hard movie to watch, but it's so visually beautiful, and what it means to be alive and be a man in the 14th century. It was hard to understand that. And for what it is a visually great movie, although you got to have your thinking cap on this one, because that problem with what symbolism means in this really does throw you for a loop at some points. And it is what it is, but I have to say that it's a definite rewatch. I definitely see this as a DVD buy because of its just so uniqueness. I'm not saying it's going to go in the happy box, but it's definitely one of those ones that, because of its uniqueness, I want to see it again, and I want to look at this again, especially when I'm like struggling with things. I don't know why, but it felt like the right feel for today. And I passed up the new film Remnants or something like that, Stillwater movie, for this, because I was just like, I was really looking for high fantasy, and this is not high fantasy. This is this is something else. It's definitely fantasy, but it's not the high knights in shining armor fighting dragons kind of thing, if you know what I mean. I don't think I can do this any more justice. You're just going to have to see it. I kind of want to see what CinemaSins thinks, but since they're kind of just doing their own thing now, I think we're just going to have to wait and see what they think about it. Other than that, I think with all that said, if you like what you see in here, make sure you hit that like button. Likes and views are how YouTube works now. It's not the way I like it. It's just the way it is. Remember, all comments are 100% guaranteed response. Do I need a spiel here? You know what to do. And remember, I got to ask, I have an Amazon. I got a Patreon. It's recently updated. I don't know how I do this without you. Your donations keep this channel afloat. Thank you for everything that you've done for me. Thank you for your donations. And thank you for supporting my American dream. And with all that said, for a final time, if you want to see more of this nonsense, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
And I will see you all in the next movie review. Bye!